And referee just checking that. Atletico Madrid man is fine. It's a half hour gone here in Pasadena, where PSG lead by a goal to nil against Atletico Madrid in this Group B opener, and both sides just taking a quick drinks break. Again with that sweltering heat. But so far, so good for PSG. Playing some clean stuff again. Atletico Madrid just needs to try and find a bit of a rhythm, but they keep themselves in the game, but yeah, can't really have many periods of possession. It's hard for any side to do that against PSG, but yeah, Atletico Madrid have got to try and combat that and try and get Lino and Simeone in some good positions so they can try and take on their men. And a bit comfortable for the PSG defence. A few nervy time trying to play it from the back, but overall, really in terms of direct running and threats from Griezmann or Alvarez, it just hasn't come so far for Atletico Madrid. I mean, Alvarez had a free kick which went just wide, but other than that, haven't really caused, certainly haven't caused a threat from open play. And again, the link-up play from PSG was really good from the goal. It was actually Kvaratskhelia who linked up with Ruiz. Actually, it was Gonzalo Ramos at the time, but it was Kvaratskhelia. Again, inside the middle of the box, and yeah, just laid it on to Fabian Ruiz in the Dean. It's a really good finish by Fabian Ruiz into the bottom left-hand corner. So drinks break now completed. And we're ready to get things back underway in Pasadena. 32 minutes played. And PSG lead Atletico by a goal to nil. And Antoine Griezmann just in quick conversation with referee in his turquoise shirt. And you have Diego Simeone just have Hakimi a pat on the back before he can take the throw. Hakimi now changes passes with Desiree Doué. And back into PSG territory, square from Marquinhos. And now Pacho. Again to his right to Marquinhos. PSG just beyond halfway. Hakimi's pass takes deflection off Lino, still in play, and Doué just a little nudge in the back there. No free kick given. It came off the hip of Javi Gavilan for PSG throw. A few yards in front of halfway, and it's thrown backwards from Hakimi to Marquinhos. Square now for Pacho. Pacho, line breaking pass inside left and PSG's half, and now here is PSG coming forward here on the left hand side with Vitinha. Vitinha goes down and referee waves play on. Fabian Ruiz turns, tries to get in between two players, good tackle there from DePaul. And now pass back to Llorente by Simeone. Here is DePaul. Simeone deep inside his half, infield now to DePaul, plays it first time. Alvarez turns down, nice transitional play from Atletico Madrid. Lino on the left hand side gets beyond Hakimi. Can he get a cross in? Hakimi keeps up them. Lino now on the outside of Hakimi with the pass, and good tackle there in the end by Marquinhos. And here's Desiree Doué trying to get on the outside of Alvarez, can't do that. Atletico Madrid have the ball back inside left, close to the box with Lino, and now Galan pass it backwards and wasn't in tandem with Julian Alvarez. Really poor pass there, and that will be a throw for Paris Saint-Germain. Hakimi takes 34 minutes on the clock here in Pasadena. PSG leading by a goal to nil. Through Fabian Ruiz. It's in the PSG box with Pacho. Square now for Marquinhos. That's his right to Hakimi inside, and nice pass back there for Fabian Ruiz. Now drilled low for Marquinhos to Mendes. Here is Vitinha inside to Fabian Ruiz again. PSG building it through midfield slowly. PSG with 77% of possession so far. Kvaratskhelia. Again, little 1-2 in the centre circle with Fabian Ruiz. Now it's back here for Marquinhos. Square for Mendes. Left foot to pass just over halfway for Vitinha. Neves back here for Mendes, and now it's in the back line with Pacho. Yeah, Atletico Madrid trying to come forward in. It's a good interception. Will go out of play, but it was Marquinhos. Pass just deflected off Julian Alvarez. Throw here for PSG to take. Midway inside the half, Achraf Hakimi to release it. There's for Kvaratskhelia close by asking for it. Hakimi's throw. Chested to Hakimi by João Neves. And now Neves again holds up. Can't find Kvaratskhelia. Cut out there from Barrios. Now De Paul just by the centre circle. Right footed pass now. Clip ball over the top and nice flick backwards there from Marquinhos. Won his aerial duel against Alvarez, and Donnarumma rolls that one quickly to Mendes. And now Mendes finds Vitinha. In tricky feet from him. Now Fabian Ruiz. Infield. Here's Ruiz on the ball again. Vitinha. Vitinha lays it off to Marquinhos. Little clip there from Rigo De Paul. On the back of João Neves, but referee didn't see that. PSG still on the ball anyway. About 5-6 yards inside the half with Mendes. Now Mendes to Kvaratskhelia. And the short passes right to Marquinhos. PSG still inside their half. Marquinhos to Pacho. And the centre circle is Desiree Doué. Good contact on that passes. Instep is right. Out here to Kvaratskhelia. Infield to Mendes. Now back in the centre circle with João Neves. João Neves, right footed, calmly guided to Ramos, who just peeled out to the right. Again, just behind halfway for PSG is Marquinhos. Pacho, plenty of time on the ball. Vitinha asking for it in the centre circle. Goes to Fabian Ruiz instead, who returns it back to Pacho, then Steppers right. Yeah, Marquinhos just looks to his left. Again, PSG playing it across the fence. And now behind the centre circle is Desiree Doué. Picks it up and placed out to Hakimi. Here's Fabian Ruiz, left footed. In the centre circle is João Neves. PSG, as they've done so throughout this first half, just controlling possession in that calm, calculated manner. Fabian Ruiz inside right, just behind the centre circle. Gives it to Ramos, back here to Ruiz. Now Ruiz sends it down the right here for Hakimi. Hakimi clipped cross, but it goes behind the box and controlled here though on the right hand side for Kvaratskhelia. Just beyond the D is Vitinha, out to the left hand side and a strike towards goal. Comfortably stopped from All Black. It was Gonzalo Ramos, left side of the box, took that one on, smashed it with his right foot, but straight All Black. All Black's long throw, can't quite set Samuel Lino away. Well read there from Marquinhos. Now PSG can come forwards again, inside left with Vitinha. Now Kvaratskhelia, 35 yards and goal. Gives it to Mendes, just in front of halfway. 38 minutes played there in Pasadena. In Group B of the Club World Cup. PSG 1, Atletico 0. Ball through the centre, flip there from Ramos. Nice link-up play for PSG. Now Vitinha, out to left to Kvaratskhelia, cut inside. In the box still Kvaratskhelia now. Was he pushed there for Llorente? Nothing given. And that's a short pass to Rodrigo De Paul. Play back to the pool. Atletico still deep inside the half. Now Lino inside left. Back for Barrios. Square to Galán. Galán turns now. Barrios takes care of the ball. Barrios turns on his right foot. Looks to cut in. Still Barrios turns. 3 PSG players around him. Manages to play it through them. Back to Galán. Now with Longley. Square across the PSG area to the Norman. Now a bit of time on the ball for Marcos Llorente. Drifts in from the right. Stops the ball, puts his right foot on top of it. Just behind him to De Paul. Deepest of the midfield too. Rigo De Paul to Javi Galán. Now Barrios. Centre field partner Paul out on the left hand side. Now down the channel. Here for Lino. And Lino just couldn't keep that one in play there. A throw for PSG to take. Hakimi to take it. Just in front of the PSG. Technical error. Hakimi's throw to Ruiz. Now Pacho on the D. To his left to Mendes. Mendes now. It's a 10-yard pass. Picks out Fabian Ruiz in a bit of room. Holds it up and then gives it to Vitinha. Vitinha back with his right foot in the D for Pacho. Pacho now shifts it to his right to Marquinhos. Again, bring the ball back 10 yards further towards halfway. Now to Hakimi. Heavy touch from Hakimi on halfway. Now Lino chasing down loose ball. Lino being to it from Desiree Doué. That's a great tackle there Desiree Doué doing his defensive duties. Excellently led to help out Achraf Hakimi. Now just behind the centre circle is Fabian Ruiz. Curves a pass towards the inside left. And now lifted forwards out to the right-hand side. Where Doué will get to it. Doué, edge of the box. Tricky feed. Beats this man with ease. And Gallant. Doué in the byline. Crossing. Flicked away from the Norman. Out the box. Squared it for Neves. And now Vitinha to Kvaratskhelia. Plays it back. Vitinha drives it out towards the right-hand side. Hakimi, edge of the box. Hakimi now. Plays it Fias behind him to Ruiz. Ruiz looks to go in field, and that's intercepted. And out for a throw there by Rodrigo de Paul. Again, Atletico Madrid, they've had a couple of chances to make it force on the counter, failed to do so, but yeah, PSG just so hard to get the ball off. Now in the centre circle, they're just taking their throws. Vitinha, again, just tidy feet. Back to Patro. PSG still in the centre circle. Again, squares it for Marquinhos. Patro moves a few yards further back here to receive it off his partner and cry at the back. Patro brings it through the centre circle. Over halfway, Patro now into the inside right to Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi back for Ruiz, and PSG 40 yards and goal with Ramos. Again, back to Ruiz. Hakimi just missed control of that Fabian Ruiz pass. A couple little poor moments in the match for Hakimi in terms of ball control, but that can happen even to the finest players in their position. So Xavi Gallant's throw, just over halfway, flip backwards, and Griezmann's had a really quiet game. De Paul in the centre circle. Now a bit of space here for Simeone. Inside right now, it's left here for De Paul. Simeone trying to glide down the right-hand side. Good challenge there for Kvaratskhelia again. That's what Luis Enrique loves. His wingers tracking back. Doué's done it this game as well. Mendes now. Gives it to Ruiz. Bit of space here in the centre circle. Just behind halfway turns. Just calms things down. Turns and goes back to Vitinha. Ruiz again. Flicks it in front of him to Vitinha. Hakimi, Vitinha exchange passes. PSG still inside the half. Just over midway in it. Here's Fabian Ruiz. Square right footed pass to Nuno Mendes. Mendes stops it with his right boot. Ball still stopped, and then just plays it back in steppers left to Pacho. Marquinhos again. A couple of light touches with the ball with his right foot. Now square in the centre circle. Good pressing there from Griezmann on Fabian Ruiz. Here's Pacho. Moves it to Vitinha. Now a little bit of room on halfway for Kvaratskhelia. Again, PSG, especially the heat, just managing the game well. Moving the ball, leisurely pace. Ball play through the centre circle from Ruiz to Marquinhos. PSG still just inside their own half. Nice half turn there for Vitinha, away from Griezmann. But again, back into PSG territory with 2 minutes left in the first half here. PSG leading by 1-0. Just over halfway on the inside left, Vitinha. Vitinha now lifts it down the channel for Kvaratskhelia to collect. Kvaratskhelia spins. Infield now, a chance here to Ramos to get a shot off. Good tackle there from the Norman. Now can Atletico Madrid maybe get an attack of themselves going. Griezmann goes short for Alvarez on the left. And again, holds off his man, but a lot of pressure on him. Has to go back here for Longley. Rodrigo de Paul, right foot on top of the ball. Midway inside us after Paul now. Through the gap of Vitinha and Kvaratskhelia to Llorente. Llorente now. That's a nice give and go to Llorente. Simeone. Now can a delivery be put in for Llorente? It is done towards Griezmann. Cleared away though from Marquinhos. And a good tackle there. Oh, Julian Alvarez hit the whistle. Had already gone anyway. Against Antoine Griezmann. That was good link-up play there down the right-hand side by Atletico Madrid. Between Simeone and Llorente. Rodrigo de Paul just talking to the referee about something, and again, not entirely sure what Rodrigo de Paul's unhappy about. So a free kick play from PSG. I think it was a foul given for referee on Marquinhos in the end as he cleared the ball out from Llorente's delivery. Again, Vitinha, right footed, and cross it for Marquinhos. Now Hakimi drills it over the top there to be chased from Desiree Doué. Doué gets to it. Doué edge of the area. Doué now plays in the central position. And that's a really poor finish inside the D. Should have done a lot better there. Gonzalo Ramos, 3 minutes of add-on time, by the way. In this first half, it was a nice pick out. Doué, Ramos inside the box, inside the D, but just leaning back too far as he struck that instep his right foot. Now Lino to Griezmann. De Paul. First time with his right to Llorente. Now Alvarez turns inside the centre circle. This is looking promising for Atleti. Now Alvarez to his right, and there's a sliding cut out there from Nuno Mendes. Now it's Mendes, heavy touch from him. Now Atletico Madrid have it back, edge of the box. Now ball playing in the centre for Griezmann. He gets it Schuller's way with it. De Paul, but Griezmann still gets a shot off. Straight at Donnarumma though. Now quickly rolled out for Donnarumma to Fabian Ruiz. PSG moving forwards quickly. Kvaratskhelia cuts in, 2 men around him. Kvaratskhelia now finds Vitinha, bit of space. Vitinha, close to the centre, shot into the bottom corner. To double PSG's lead. And from one end to the other, Griezmann had a really good chance. Straight at the goalkeeper. And for Donnarumma's throw, off went PSG. Kvaratskhelia faced up 2 players. That created a bit of space for Vitinha to run into, controlled it, brought it into the box. No Atletico Madrid defender challenging him. And he just placed it into the bottom left-hand corner of our Blacks' net. Again, simple finish for Vitinha. Wrapped this right foot around the ball. Again, All Blacks had no chance with both PSG goals, so that's 2 centre midfielders on the score sheet just waiting for João Neves now to complete the set for PSG centre midfielders. Get themselves on the score sheet today against Atletico Madrid. And into the second minute of 3 of first half stoppage time. PSG lead by 2-0. It's looking a very tricky task. Atletico Madrid now just haven't been able to be defensively resilient. The Norman out to the right hand side. Here's Llorente, forwards to Griezmann on the stretch now. Plays out to Simeone. Simeone's cross blocked from Mendes. That will be a corner kick for Atletico Madrid. So last chance of this first half for them. Again, just 25 seconds of stoppage time to go. Looks to be Antoine Griezmann to whip it in from the right hand side. Griezmann had that really good chance a moment ago. Straight to Donnarumma, and he was punished. So Griezmann. Out swing corner comes in, headed away. The near post from Vitinha. And flicked out the box from Desiree Doué. And there's De Paul on the ball. De Paul now goes short. Any chance here for Simeone. Simeone slips, and PSG have it back with Vitinha. And there goes the half-time whistle in Pasadena. And PSG in a really comfortable position. Going to the break, 2 centre midfielders on the score sheet. First one was Fabian Ruiz. Just under 20 minutes into the game. Kvaratskhelia laid out to Ruiz. Low shot inside the D with his left foot. Beyond the reach of our Black. And then Griezmann had a shot straight at the goalkeeper. In the first minute of stoppage time, PSG went up the other end. Kvaratskhelia with his second assist in the match. Played to Vitinha. Vitinha waltzed into the box. No one bothering to challenge him, put him off. Just a free license to place it with his right foot beyond the reach of our Black. Very easy first half for PSG. Atletico Madrid can't get anywhere near them really. So big half-time team talk for Diego Simeone. See if he can try and inspire his players to find a way back in this game. Half-time here, it is PSG 2, Atletico 0.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to Foot.
Hello and welcome back here to Pasadena's second half. Team PSG and Atletico Madrid about to get underway, and it's very, very comfortable for PSG so far with Fabian Ruiz and Vitinha in first half stoppage time. The latter getting the goal in that period of time, and certainly PSG deserved the 2-goal leads again. Atletico Madrid had a brilliant chance just before PSG went up the other end and got their second. Griezmann straight at the goalkeeper, but other than that, Julian Alvarez had a free kick early on, but really hasn't been many moments where Atletico Madrid have gotten good positions to test Donnarumma. As Koke coming on here, and it looks to be Samuel Lino who is making way for Koke, so half-time substitution made there by Diego Simeone. Can that make a difference in midfield? We'll wait and see as Atletico Madrid will get the second half underway. Shooting from left to right, and again, same kick-off as PSG. Launch forwards towards the right-hand side. Atletico Madrid to squeeze up straight away, so underway for the second half here in Pasadena. Can Atletico Madrid have a dramatic turnaround? Who knows? Nuno Mendes with the throw. And that falls into Kvaratskhelia, and it's a push there. Referee's given, I think it's not quite sure where he's given it though, the referee. Initially it was the Norman and Gonzalo Ramos who climbed the ball. I think the push may come from Ramos on the Norman. It has indeed. So free kick to Atletico Madrid. And it will be taken in just in front of halfway by, well, Koke leaves it for Rigo de Paul to hit the free kick. As Koke just in conversation with the referee. So free kick for Atletico Madrid just in front of halfway. Rodrigo de Paul to take it. Lifts on the inside right into the box. There's a really nice pick out, but Donnarumma gets down to it. Can't hold on to it. Cleared away in the end, and that will be a free kick actually to PSG. I think that is an offside against Atletico Madrid. Really good idea. Lifted free kick from Rodrigo de Paul to Giuliano Simeone. Donnarumma got down, made himself big. Thought he grabbed it low down, then just deflected off him, but the referee had already given a free kick. I think very offside against Atletico Madrid anyway. It's a short free kick from PSG. Now it's Vitinha who turns it back to Marquinhos. Now Donnarumma. Square in the box for Pacho to play first time to Nuno Mendes. Mendes turns. Mendes looking forwards. There's a crossfield ball to his opposite fullback. Well, actually, Hakimi now leaves that for Desiree Doué to collect. Fabian Ruiz and PSG just behind halfway with Hakimi. Back for Ruiz. And now time for Vitinha. In the centre circle for Doué. Here is Mendes. And now Mendes, left-footed. Now it's the feet of Pacho. Just in front of him is Vitinha to collect. Goes square to Hakimi, Fabian Ruiz. And now Desiree Doué and halfway infield. And now Doué loses the ball there. Now can Atletico Madrid maybe spring an attack? Here's Griezmann through the centre. Now square on the right-hand side for De Paul. Told not De Paul. Goes forward to Llorente. And that's good defend there for Nuno Mendes. Holds off Marcos Llorente. Mendes turns, still holds him off. That's a nice trap back to Kvaratskhelia. Spins away and now tries to give it to Mendes. Mendes does exchange passes with Kvaratskhelia. Referee waves play on. There was a little push to Mendes, and then now Kvaratskhelia goes down. The referee does award a free kick, and it was a yellow card also shown by the referee. Looks to be to Koke. Oh, a challenge on Kvaratskhelia. But again, fantastic work from Kvaratskhelia and Mendes in such a tight position. It was indeed Koke, just got across and just clipped Kvaratskhelia. Referee had a good view of that, so free kick given to PSG. Midway inside the half. Vitinha to take the free kick. And João Neves asking for it short. But Vitinha goes back to Pacho. And now Donnarumma. Get me charged up for Alvarez. That's nice skill though for Donnarumma. Just a wrong for Alvarez. Just drew him in. He's also control what he's doing now. Pacho, line breaking pass. PSG over halfway. Nice driving through the centre. And now it's a square ball to Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia cuts in, curling shot the other side of the bar. I think Oblak got a fingertip to it. Here's Desiree Doué. Cross the right hand side, volleyed away from Longley. Back here to Doué. Now Kimi. Laid in field to Fabian Ruiz. PSG, about just over 25 yards and goal. Inside right, Ruiz. Lifts it to the left to Kvaratskhelia. Cuts in. Okay, not the angle to get a shot this time. What a shot was a moment ago. Tipped onto the underside of the bar by Oblak. Vitinha, square for Ruiz. Outside of his left. Now to Vitinha again. And Doué wins the throw on the far side. Tackle there from Gallant. Throw goes backwards to Hakimi. Here's Marquinhos. Now Pacho drove the ball forwards brilliantly a moment ago to lay it off to Kvaratskhelia. Here's now Vitinha, right-footed. Kvaratskhelia. Mendes plays it backwards. And now it's a tackle on Vitinha by De Paul. That does go out of bounds for PSG throw just from halfway. Vitinha. Now it's the feet of Fabian Ruiz on the bounce. Gives it to Pacho. Here's Marquinhos. Now Kimi. Goes in front of him to Doué. Back here for Kimi. Flicked and Phil now. Guided header from Vitinha to Hakimi again. There's a nice flick there towards Vitinha by Kimi. Goes out of play. And there's Atletico Madrid were just pressing. Trying to make it uncomfortable for PSG to try and play it from the back. And Atletico Madrid have got their award of a throw. Just over 5 minutes gone this second half. And straight away PSG win the ball back from the throat from Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia, middle of the PSG half. Now just a drop back to Mendes. Here is João Neves. João Neves onto his right foot. Backwards. Well, it was intended for Pacho. A bit too heavy that pass for Pacho. So Donnarumma is the one to pass it to Hakimi. Daisy cutter pass there from Vitinha to Mendes. Over halfway. Now Kvaratskhelia. Get going there. Kvaratskhelia is going to try and cut it. Kvaratskhelia back it into Llorente. A tackle one there from Koke. Griezmann back for De Paul. Now Koke into the feet of Lenormand. And now Oblak square here for Longley. Nice feet to get in between Ramos and Doué. Now nice one-touch pass of Let's Go drift through midfield with De Paul's pass. Well read there from Pacho. And now Marquinhos. Into the feet of Pacho. Marquinhos just inside the PSG area. Lifts it out towards halfway. Header one though from Gallant. Header from Griezmann came off the top of Ramos' head. It's back here now with Gallant to Oblak. Oblak clips it over the top of Ramos for Llorente. Ramos chasing the ball down. Llorente turns. Infield to Koke. De Paul let the ball run over his foot there. It turns in the centre circle, brought down Rodrigo De Paul by Neves. Quick free kick from De Paul. Here's Alvarez. Can Atletico Madrid pull one back? 52 minutes played. They're on the left hand side. Griezmann's ball. Now low cross coming towards their post. So it's blocked there. And it was a really good block from Vitinha. Low cross was sent towards Alvarez by Xavi Gallant. And that was a good opportunity for a good delivery to come in. But it was really good defending at the near post. It was Marquinhos who got across to cut it out. It's a short corner for Atletico Madrid. Griezmann changed the pass here with Alvarez. Now shot on the edge of the box. And De Paul blocked. Back here with Rodrigo De Paul. Now it's gone square here for Longley. And now Gallant works out to Giuliano Simeone. Simeone drills a low ball towards the box. Cleared away by PSG back in the centre circle. And now here's Lenormand. To his right to Longley. Halfway on the right hand side with Koke. Infield to De Paul. Now here is De Paul still. Back for Koke. At least a bit of chance for Atletico Madrid to have some possession. 53 and a half minutes gone here. Jan Oblak has it. Here's Koke. PSG 2. Atletico 0. Nice turn for Koke inside the Atleti box. Now Koke slits. He made the pass, but still control from Alvarez. And now De Paul. Just over halfway, De Paul now. So steam run in front of Llorente. Llorente keeps himself on. Llorente's pass blocked. Now the flag goes up against Llorente. So he was off in the end. wants it quicker by Rigo de Paul. Well, a quick free kick from PSG with Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He turns now, gives it to Fabian Ruiz. And now Neves. Ruiz again, that pair just walking near each other at the moment, just so comfortable on the ball. No real need to force it and rush it from PSG. Here's João Neves to Marquinhos. Marquinhos, right foot to pass back for Pacho. And now Mendes, who just was playing that inverted role. Mendes to the feet of Pacho. Here is Vitinha. Vitinha over halfway again, just going for Atletico and feeling like they're not even there. Back from Doué to Hakimi. Here's Marquinhos, square in the centre circle for Pacho. Pacho left-footed. And now PSG on the ball with Neves. Here is Vitinha in the centre circle. To his right to Doué. Short pass in front of him. And it's backwards from Doué to Vitinha. Vitinha angles a really nice pass forward towards the right hand side. Good straight there for Hakimi inside the box. And Hakimi's cross blocked there from Simeone, tracking back. Again, a really inviting ball forwards by Vitinha. Simeone got there in time to block Hakimi's cross. Just over 10 minutes gone in this second half in Pasadena, where PSG 2 goals to good. Fabian Ruiz and Vitinha with the goals. So corner kick on the right hand side for Nuno Mendes to take. Again, a third would surely seal this one for the Parisians. And Kvaratskhelia making himself available as a short option. Nuno Mendes sends it for the right hand side, punched away out the area from Oblak, only as far as Doué. Vitinha to Doué inside left, approaching the box. Doué on his right foot, ball lifted in, just couldn't find the movement of João Neves at the back post, that quite a bit in front of him at the end. That cross and Doué, but best effort the second half. Kvaratskhelia, beautiful curler. First couple of minutes of the second half, and Oblak tipped it onto the bar brilliantly. I look for all the well that Kvaratskhelia was going to find a top corner. Let's go Madrid trying to play from the back. They do clear it forwards, but only as far as Mendes. Back here now with Pacho. Pacho onto his left foot. Here is Donnarumma. Now Pacho on the ball again. Left footed and short for Mendes. Infield first time for Fabian Ruiz. And Doué holds off his man in long lane, his opposite number. It's a trip there for Koke and Doué. No free kick given. Now Simeone through the middle. Lays off a chance to box Alvarez. Alvarez low short to the bottom corner of the post. The deficit halved. Atletico Madrid are back in this. Composed finish with the right foot of Julian Alvarez. And PSG just a bit of sleep at the back there. Simeone, calm through ball. And Julian Alvarez did the rest. An Argentinian link up there for Atletico Madrid. So as Desiree Doué felt he was tripped, nothing given. A short pass from Norman to Juliano Simeone. Alvarez got into space, definitely looked to be onside, right side of the box, and drilled it underneath the body of Gianluigi Donnarumma. A brilliant finish from Julian Alvarez. Came off Donnarumma's right-hand post. And there is hope for Atletico Madrid. Well, there hasn't been much in this match. PSG controlled it. But things have certainly got interesting now. PSG 2, Atletico Madrid 1. However, it did look to be possible, found the build-up. And VAR is going to have a look at it. So maybe joy's short-lived for Atletico. Was Koke. Great feat from Doué. There was a bit of contact there for Koke on Desiree Doué. Not loads, but I'd say, yeah, actually, Koke just seemed to just cut across Doué. There looked to be contact, and I think the referee is going to rule this one out. It's a great finish from Alvarez, but it won't count for anything. Koke did clip to her. I thought the naked eye, was surprised that wasn't given, but maybe thought the referee had a good view of it and he just thought there was nothing in it. But the referee's had a VAR review, and I imagine this one will be ruled out. So again, Griezmann across straight away to see what the referee's given as a final decision. Sure, he's going to announce that's been ruled out. Again, referee still talking with the Atletico Madrid players, and well, referee's had a look at it, and there is yet officially confirmed now, no goal. Some sarcastic clapping for Diego Simeone. So PSG still have their 2-goal lead intact, but a warning for them though. And now a free kick after that foul from Koke on Doué. And yeah, they did look to be just a bit of contact. They just leant into the hip of Doué. Maybe some people say that's soft. So free kick for PSG now, Hakimi. Our play to PSG still 2-0 up. Now Hakimi to Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz now, can you try and get second Ruiz? Cross too high there. Really poor delivery by Fabian Ruiz. Yeah, it was scooped too high. And yeah, looking for Gonçalo Ramos, who was trying to peel off at the back stick. So goal kick for Longley to start off. Again, Atletico Madrid still need to try and take confidence of scoring that goal. As the pressure they put on, so a goal kick started off to Oblak. Oblak gives it away to Mendes. Mendes squares it inside the D. Ruiz got the ball stuck on his foot, still has it though, has to go backwards, and Hakimi wins the 50-50 against Barrios. And now Neves to Doué, edge of the box on the right. Few steppers and Doué. Now Ramos, PSG sledge the area, Doué tackled. Now Atleti can spring a counter-attack. Alvarez gets beyond his man, brought down there. And that will be a free kick and a yellow card for Marquinhos. Again, dancing feet. And Marquinhos just felt he had to make that challenge there. Again, it was a really good run from Alvarez, and Marquinhos with the trip with his right foot and straight into the referee's notebook. So free kick for Atletico Madrid now to take VAR's ban halfway. Looks to be a triple substitution happening there for Atletico Madrid, not too surprising. So looks to be Angel Correa, one of the players to come on it. Ronaldo might be another one as well. Is indeed Conor Gallagher the other one on. So it's Juliano Simeone and Rodrigo de Paul, the first two players off. And yeah, Ronaldo's now entered the stage. So now free kick taken for Atletico Madrid. They're on the right hand side here. Can a cross come in? Good work there from Mendes. Gets himself across, and here's a goal kick in the end. It was a good idea for Atletico Madrid to play the quick free kick. Correa getting involved immediately. He's just been given the yellow card. He's been on the pitch for seconds. Angel Correa's already in the referee's notebook. He's the one who tries to take on Nuno Mendes. Mendes just out-muscled him with ease, and Angel Correa, just a little kick out on Nuno Mendes, and that's got himself in the referee's notebook. So yeah, being on a pitch for seconds and not the start that Angel Correa would have wanted. Coming on, so just a reminder, Conor Gallagher, Angel Correa and Ronaldo, the trio of players coming on. It was Rio de Paul and Juliano Simeone, first two players that came off the pitch. Couldn't quite see who the third man who came off for Atletico Madrid, but it was Xavi Gallant to confirm. So he was the last man to make way for Atletico Madrid. Goal kick, Donnarumma strokes it to Vitinha. Vitinha turns out of the box now. Vitinha body shape towards the right hand side and gives it to Hakimi. Back here for Marquinhos. Can't pass now. It's to be squared, and it was a foul there. It was a Ronaldo the foul, and it's another yellow card for Atletico Madrid substitute. It was the foul was on Doué. So a ball plays short to Doué in the PSG from Ronaldo. just clipped the left ankle, Doué, and Ronaldo absolutely furious. But I have to say, it was a heavy challenge from Ronaldo. I can't say I disagree with the referee's decision to give a yellow card to Diego Simeone. Unsurprising, looks like he disagrees with that, but yeah, Koke across now as well towards the referee, but yeah, that certainly did look like a foul, and one that was worthy of a yellow card from Ronaldo. So substitution for PSG, so Gonçalo Ramos exiting the stage now. Again, a solid shift man, but he had a couple of moments where his finishing has let him down today, and it will be Mayulu on this place. So Mayulu on just a short of the midfield, so free kick for Vitinha to Mendes. Kvaratskhelia holds it up, square for Fabio Ruiz, clips it, now controlled on halfway by Mendes. Turns and holds off his man Mendes, plays it short, right there for Llorente. Tackle there from Kvaratskhelia on the Llorente, but ball rolls loose to Correa. It was a push there from Mendes into the back of Correa. Free kick taken quickly from the Norman. 25 minutes to go here in Pasadena. PSG 2. Let's go Madrid 0. Ronaldo inside to Gallagher. Allowing the Normans pass. Control from Alvarez. Out forwards. Through the middle from Griezmann. Now chance Atletico's counter-attack is Rango Correa. It's a really good interception there from Pacho. Correa tried to find Alvarez, couldn't quite do so. Donnarumma thrashed it forwards but headed away from the Norman. And as far as Doué, poor pass to him. Now Atleti playing it across the back. And it is Gallagher in the centre circle. Angel Correa. First time from the Norman. And now Longley. Turn the left hand side halfway by Gallagher. Back here for Koke. First time into the feet of the Norman. And now it's a pass from Norman to set to Vitinha. Now Vitinha ball over top towards left hand side for Kvaratskhelia to chase. Kvaratskhelia holds it up in field and out. It's a square pass to Fabio Ruiz. Just couldn't find the run there from Doué in the centre of the box. Now Atletico Madrid look to try and get down the other end. Alvarez in the centre circle turns, looks over the top here. Atletico Madrid chase it on the left, and they have it with Angel Correa. Correa on the byline trying to get around his man. Good defending there from Nuno Mendes. And that was superb. Again, Correa was getting no change out of Nuno Mendes on that occasion. So it's a short throw out from Donnarumma. Now João Neves to Hakimi. Again, back here with Vitinha now. On the ball is Nuno Mendes. Now play out the box from Marquinhos. Infield there for João Neves to control. Neves squares it. Entirely feet for Vitinha. Goes back to Marquinhos. And Marquinhos onto his right foot. Just behind the centre circle. Here is Doué. Now Fabio Ruiz goes backwards to Mendes. Just inside the D with Pacho. Now play out the box there by Marquinhos. Prodded on there from Doué, but Atletico Madrid have it back now just inside the half. Here it is. Atletico Madrid on the ball in the centre circle with Koke. And now Lenormand. Lenormand turns onto his left foot. But doesn't really have an option to go forward, so let's go back to his goalkeeper. Oblak to his left-hand side. Good tackle high up the pitch there from Desiree Doué. And Doué flicks it through legs of Norman. Did it take deflection? I think it will be a corner kick. It will be to PSG. Fantastic high pressing on the right-hand side there. And PSG do get the corner kick. Out at Simeone, crouched down. trademark pose there of his fellow countryman. And again, someone certainly had influence at international level, Marcelo Bielsa. He's always loved doing that crouch pose on the sidelines. Manager Uruguay at the moment, Marcelo Bielsa. So short corner for Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Here's Mendes. In swing cross, and it's a really deep one, but just too high. At the back post for Marquinhos, bit of Mexican wave going around the ground at the moment. And all spectators seem to be embracing it, and obviously it'll be quite a lot of the natives here watching. So if you have PSG or Atletico Madrid fans based in America, it's an absolute dream for them. Look at the Mexican wave still continuing. So it looks like another substitution made by Diego Simeone. Is Pablo Barrios off and Alexander Sorloth on the pitch. Can he try and create a difference? 20 minutes to go here in Pasadena, and PSG leading by 2-0. Still, Atletico Madrid did have a goal ruled out from Julian Alvarez for Koke making a foul on Desiree Doué. Just the conversation going on between Pacho and Vitinha at the moment. But they're in a great position. Again, PSG to start off Group B in the winning fashion they want to. Again, picking up from where they left off in Munich, and both sides just having their drinks break for getting to the last 20 minutes here in Pasadena. But yeah, real big crowd. The Mexican wave is still going on, by the way. There's both sides again just continuing their drinks break. Again, the earlier result was Bayern Munich 10, Auckland City 0. And that started off Group C. Again, it couldn't be any further from that. The opening match of his Club World Cup into Miami, draw 0-0 with Al Ahly. So that one was a frustrating one. Into Miami, of course, playing on home soil. They would love to try and have a crack at getting through to latter stages, but it's going to be a tricky one for them. So now, drinks break has concluded, and more substitutions made this time by PSG. Fabian Wiz and Vitor Kvaratskhelia off for Lee Kang-in and Warren Zaire-Emery. Another young starlet in the PSG ranks. So free kick taken towards Sorloth, lays it off. Now to Alvarez. Ball's on the right hand side with Gallagher in the attacking third. Gallagher's cross blocked from Mendes, breaks back towards Gallagher. On the stretch to Llorente. And now here is Lenormand. Clement Longley just over halfway. First time from Griezmann. Infill from Ronaldo, gives the way though. And now Doué. Plays it backwards. Here for Marquinhos to control. Infield and tying the ball for Vitinha. Vitinha turns onto his right foot. Vitinha plays it back now. Pacho looking to bring it through the Atletico Madrid forwards line, but thinks otherwise. Pass it to Mendes. Now it's back here with Donnarumma. Square for Mendes. Ball still in the PSG area. Donnarumma. And now Marquinhos. Exits the box and Marquinhos right-footed. And now square ball to Hakimi. PSG building nicely for the third ball over the top here. For an attempt to be chased, and All Blacks there to clear. And clear further away. Halfway there from the centre of Correa, and now it's only his part. It's on the left-hand side. Here with Mendes, infield to Neves. Neves. Out here to Desiree Doué's move to the left-hand side. Infield to Neves. Now Marquinhos. Line breaking pass, but Desiree Doué. Tackled there by Marcos Llorente. Now is Gallagher on the ball. Play on the stretch back to Lenormand. Llorente turns. Midway inside his half. Llorente over halfway for Sorloth to chase down the right. Gets to it. Holds off Pacho. So Alexander Sorloth back to the feet. Conor Gallagher, heavy touch from him, lost his balance a bit, but still managed to play it to his right, just about halfway to Llorente. Now here's the Norman. Longley on the stretch. Ronaldo looks to dink it down the right, intercepted there from Hakimi. Lee Kang-in. Now Hakimi goes backwards. And here's a chance. Again, PSG just control the ball with João Neves. Now in the centre, bit heavy touch, but still getting the ball there, PSG, and it was a little nudge there on Koke, and the referee's given a free kick to Atletico Madrid. And Koke just seemed to collide with Mayulu. Again, yeah, just a collision. Actually, it was Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery got across Koke, did barge into his chest, but yeah, I think Koke's making a bit of a meal of it. Went down hole in his face. Free kick for Atletico Madrid. Taken back to Lenormand. And now square from Oblak. It's a clip ball towards the centre circle. Headed away there from Pacho. Now first time for Gallagher. Out to left-hand side. Chance here for Atletico Madrid. Left-hand side of the box. Alvarez on the byline. Cuts it back. That's a really good challenge there from Pacho. Sorloth wanted to get a strike off. But fantastic defending there from Pacho. With a quarter now to go. And PSG still have their 2-goal lead intact. Now they're in possession just behind halfway. Again, just walking pace on the ball. Hakimi. Back for Marquinhos. Here's Pacho. Now Mendes has it. Again, Mendes ignores the option of going to Zaire Emery. Goes to Marquinhos instead. Pacho. And now Mendes on the ball toward pass. Cut out from Gallagher high up the pitch, and Gallagher wins it. And now Gallagher leaves it for Koke. Gallagher edge of the box. Gallagher looks to get inside the box. And that's an excellent challenge there from Warren Zaire Emery. Tracking back. Really good tackle with his left foot. In fact, I think a goal kick's been given. Well, Diego Simeone completely disagrees with that. It was Mendes messing about at the back. Gallagher cut it out. Mendes fell down to the ground looking for a free kick. Nothing given, and rightly so. There's not any contact on Mendes at all. He's trying to buy a free kick on that occasion, but Atletico Madrid just couldn't make that pressure count. Then PSG playing it from the back. Now Phil to Vitinha. Vitinha out to the left-hand side. Now Desiree Doué cuts in, trying to thread it through. Just a bit too far in front of his intended target in Mayuli. Then and PSG win it high on the pitch. And Kvaratskhelia just wide. And the referee just looking now. So looks to be a free kick to Atletico Madrid. A yellow card given as well. And again, Atletico Madrid messed about the bat. Oblak picked it up. And Oblak just rolled it. We seemed to roll the ball and it came off the right foot of Mayulu. Now again, Mayulu looked at... I don't think Mayulu did anything wrong. Well, the referee went to his pocket. I'm not sure. He just sent a Atletico Madrid player off here. It's a bit of a confusion around the ground. It's Clement Longley leaving the pitch. He's already on a yellow card. And I'm not sure, don't think it is a sub at all. I think Longley has been given his marching orders here by the referee. Yes, a second yellow card for Clement Longley. The confusion started. Oblak looked to roll the ball out. Mayulu blocked it. And the ball struck wide via deflection. But I think Longley said something to the referee and he's been given a second yellow. Short call now from PSG. So against 10-man Atletico Madrid. Here's Vitinha on the left. And now Fustebos and Doué. Doué on the byline. Doué kicks alive. Cross comes in. Flicked away. So he goes from bad to worse. Atletico Madrid. Goal disallowed this after a heavy pass forwards to Lee Kang-in, and I think Longley says something to the referee. That's why he was awarded a second yellow. So again, Atletico Madrid, a goal ruled out. Second half for Alvarez, and now down to 10 men and 2-0 down in the process as well. Really is certainly a game to forget for them. As another double substitution happens here. Nuno Mendes and Desiree Doué off, and will be Lucas Hernandez and Ibrahim Mbaye to come on. So again, a chance for 17-year-old to impress Luis Enrique. So goal kick for Oblak to take, but yeah, I think Atletico Madrid just want this game over with now. 2-0 down and a man down as well. Long ball towards Sorloth, headed backwards. Heavy touch off and Ty Emery. Here's Atletico Madrid on the far side with Alvarez twisting, turning, but tackled there by Marquinhos. Now Marquinhos into the feet of the PSG midfield, and Vitinha plays it back to Marquinhos. Clears it with 10 minutes to go. Nice little flick there for Mbaye. Now 17-year-old can get PSG going with Hakimi. Striding forward to Hakimi through the centre. Hakimi lays off a chance here. There's a heavy touch in the end from Mbaye. And Koke took it off his feet. Atletico Madrid get it clear. Flick forwards there from Sorloth, still chasing his own flick on, and forced Marquinhos to clear it away. For a throw to Atletico Madrid. Again, Clement Longley just a moment ago let out his frustrations on the referee. And that got him a second yellow. Yeah, Atletico Madrid, even with 11, they weren't really carrying too much of a threat, but yeah, now to take something special. Going to get 2 goals to draw level here. Oblak, long ball for the centre. Sorloth wins the flick on. Trying to find Alvarez, he does do so. Alvarez holds it up. Here's Gallagher to his right, Llorente, heavy touch in front of him. And now PSG can play out defence. Good tackle there, won the 50-50 by Ronaldo. Ball slid down the right hand side for Llorente. Llorente's low cross and turn over the bar from Sorloth. What an opportunity for Atletico Madrid's half the deficit. And somehow Sorloth has missed at the back post. Perfect delivery from Marcos Llorente. And it just needed a simple finish from Sorloth. And somehow he hasn't converted it. What an opportunity. That's gone begging there for Atletico Madrid. Here's Lucas Hernandez. Back here for Pacho. Spreads out to the right. Nice easy touch for Hakimi. Infield now, bit of heavy touch there from Miulu, but still has it. Now PSG slowly coming down the right hand side. Vitinha. And now infield into the feet of Ibrahim Mbaye. Now is Mbaye on the ball again, this time on the left. Okay, PSG just comfortably controlling the ball here. Out on the right hand side, Hakimi. Infield and now PSG edge of the box here with Mbaye. Mbaye trying to hold off his man, but dispossessed in the end for the Norman. Mbaye continuing the press. And it's been cleared away by Oblak, and Mbaye just harassing the Norman there. Oblak managed to get a clear throw from PSG. 7 minutes to go. And Pasadena. And PSG lead by 2-0. Let's open a Group B in the Club World Cup. It is PSG with Hernandez. And now Hernandez receives it back from Mbaye. It is Marquinhos to his right to Hakimi. Inside now, bit of time here for Vitinha. That's a lovely cross ball from Vitinha to Mbaye. And now Mbaye racing to here. Mbaye, 17-year-old, can hit a cross, and he does do so. No one in the centre. Headed back for Ronaldo, and it's grabbed there from Oblak. I thought for a second that Ronaldo header was maybe going to a PSG man, but Oblak got down to it, but Mbai's showing what he's all about. Can beat his opponent with these cross. And no one in the centre. Was a good cross from Mbai. And a forward to Menendez. Now is Vitinha. Vitinha to Neves and back with Pacho. Square for Marquinhos. Now here's Hakimi. João Neves in the centre circle. Square for Vitinha. Nice turn lifted for Vitinha to Mbai. Mbai now plays a 1-2 with Mayulu. It is Mbai back here for João Neves. Now on halfway is Pacho. Fabian Ruiz plays it square to his right. Now Fabian Ruiz has it back. And PSG just playing confidently the ball inside right. Again, with 5 minutes to go, Marquinhos goes short and Vitinha out to Pacho in the centre circle. Nice half turn there from Vitinha, plays out towards the right hand side. Again, it's ball infield there, and it's PSG just comfortably in possession. Now Pacho from the centre circle to Vitinha. Again, William Pacho. Short to his right to Marquinhos. Now forwards to Lee Kang-in on his outside is Hakimi. Again, half turn here. Really good feet from Neves. Now looking to come forward to PSG. Now it's a really good first time football from PSG. Is Mbai. Mbai left hand side of the box. Mbai cuts it back. PSG maybe get a strike off. They have it with João Neves. Again, that momentum just seems to break down. Now Vitinha. Neves. Warren Zaire-Emery. Zaire-Emery, ball over top. Brilliant ball to the box. 1v control. As a square set up on Hakimi. Maybe should have gone for the shot. Cleared on his far as Mbai. Tackle one there for Greece. And low shot to the bottom corner. And PSG do get number 3. Again, Atletico Madrid just couldn't clear their lines. And smashed home into the bottom corner by Mayulu. And again, 19 years old, Seni Mayulu, another player who's got extreme talent, scored when he only had 6 minutes on the pitch in the Champions League final, has a shooting boots on once again in PSG colours to put the seal on this one, as if it wasn't sealed already. Neves, ball over the top. Hakimi waltzed in, went for the square pass instead of a shot. Clearance found Mayulu, and then Mayulu just smashed it with his right foot. Actually took a ricochet off Griezmann into the path of Mayulu. Yeah, smashing finish with his right foot, and PSG now 3 goals to good with 3 minutes of normal time left. Now, can they flip more pain on the 10-man Atletico? And Lee Kane just put too much on that pass and cleared away from Ronaldo. Now ball lifted forwards too far there on the left-hand side for Atletico Madrid attackers to Jason. Griezmann was the closest to it. It's back now with the PSG defensive Pacho. It is Vitinha, just in front of halfway. Nice half turn from Zaire-Emery. Now PSG here with Vitinha. Again, just so comfortable on the ball. Mayulu asking for it from Vitinha, but instead goes in field to Hakimi. Now back in the centre circle for Pacho. Lucas Hernandez again. Pacho. Vitinha. 2 minutes of normal time to go. PSG 3, Atletico Madrid 0. Vitinha right-footed back to Pacho. Here's Lucas Hernandez being chased down here from Angel Correa. Now back to Donnarumma. Again, half turn from Pacho. And now Vitinha squared his right foot to Hakimi. Here is Lee Kang-in. Plays it in field to Mayulu. And now Vitinha Square for Lucas Hernandez, just beyond halfway on the left. João Neves again, slight touch to Mayulu. Now in the centre circle with Vitinha. First time from Hernandez to Pacho. Here's Marquinhos, turn and pass it to Hakimi, inside right. Looks on his outside to Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in has Neves an option, but goes to Hakimi instead. And now here's PSG on the edge of the box. Nice twist and turn it by Mayulu, worked out to the right, left-hand side to Mbai. Mbai cuts in, a Mbai shot blocked there for Koke. But PSG still have it on the left-hand side. Now it's here with João Neves and all the way back to feet of Lucas Hernandez and now Vitinha, first time. Vitinha has Nocha Mayulu almost standing on his toes there to pick it up. Now back on the centre spot with Pacho. And here's Marquinhos. Goes short to Hakimi. Lee Kang-in back to Hakimi. Now it's Lee Kang-in again. 4 minutes of stoppage time here in Pasadena. Again, Atletico Drew hoping they don't concede number 4. And Lee Kang-in now. Inside left to Zaire Emery out to Mbai, back inside. João Neves. Mbai first time. Here's Vitinha. Just in front of the centre circle is Pacho. Inside right with Hakimi. Lee Kang-in first line to Hakimi. Again, Lee Kang-in turns and goes a few yards back here to Vitinha. Again, PSG just control possession with these. Working their way slow towards box. And first time forward pass there from Mbai, trying to play give and go with João Neves. Just didn't quite pay off, but again, just the confidence that PSG are playing with. Trying one-touch football and just been tough for Atletico Madrid to get anywhere near them all night. But certainly a big moment was the goal that was ruled out. Julian Alvarez put it in, but it's a foul in the build-up by Koke. So goal kick flicked off and saw off. Here's Lucas Hernandez. Now Hernandez to Mbai. Mbai clips it just over halfway. Nicely weighted pass. Hakimi to kill the ball stone dead. Infield now. It's the feet of Zaire Emery. Hakimi first time. And it is PSG in the centre with Mayulu. Now square for João Neves. Infield with Mayulu. Here is Vitinha, turns inside left. And now again, PSG just very comfortable with ease on the ball. João Neves back to the centre circle to Hernandez. Again, PSG can maybe look to come forwards and create one last opportunity for number 4, Vitinha. For Mbai. Goes back to Neves. Their first time passing to Vitinha and Neves. And João Neves, the only centre fielder for Paris Saint-Germain, hasn't scored this evening. Again, it's Fulham midfielders scoring Mayulu, the latest of them. It is PSG going backwards from Vitinha in the centre circle, just over halfway inside the 4 minutes of stoppage time. PSG on the ball. And Mayulu out to Mbai. Mayulu wants it back. Mbai wins the box. Mbai goes shot for a triangle, push away from All Black, and a shot blocked. Mayulu took it on, but well blocked from Koke. Then Mayulu gives away a free kick, pushing Angel Correa down to the ground. That's fantastic work from Mbai, showing his raw talent, holding off Llorente, but All Black saved its near post. Then Mayulu shot blocked from Koke. Result in a free kick for Atletico Madrid. Just a little push there. Just after Mayulu's shot was blocked. So last minute now of stoppage time. Dominant Paris Saint-Germain performance. 3 goals to good against 10-man Atletico Madrid. Not sure the referee has a VAR check. Well, actually, they are looking at possible penalty. I have to admit, I'm not initially sure why it is being looked at. Didn't seem to be any standout incident when Mbai got in the box. There may be a pullback on Mbai's shirt. That might be something that happened, but yeah, again, wasn't anything clear and obvious. So still VR having a look at it. And Diego Simeone's had enough of VR this evening. Of course, that ruled out Atletico Madrid's goal. So referee coming across towards the monitors. I think PSG might have a chance for number 4. Yeah, the referee is coming across to the monitor. So I think the instant was a handball. So it was a handball they're looking at. It was shot quickly taken from Mayulu. I think actually it's a tough one. Looked like it came off the hand of Lenormand. And again, was his hand? Could he have done anything about that? I think he was very close to Mayulu when the shot was taken, but the referees looked at that. The arm is up and has an unnatural position. So the referee has given a penalty to PSG. Well, the Norman's arm was up, but again, he was in close proximity to Mayulu when the strike was taken on, but penalty is given to Paris Saint-Germain. So a chance to cap off an excellent opening game for the champions of Europe in the Club World Cup in this new format. They would have been playing in this competition, the old format anyway. PSG should have been later on the year. So again, it broke to Mayulu in a strike, but it came off the arm of Norman. But again, Norman was close to me. It's one where I'm not sure he could have got his arm out of the way of the referee. Hit his arm in unnatural positions. That's what the referee's seen. So Lee Kang in to take the penalty here for PSG. Again, to put the cherry on top of the cake. And what will surely be the last kick of the match. So Lee Kang get himself set. Again, Oblak want to try and finish on the high by sending a penalty. Lee Kang steps on, hesitates to run up and sends Oblak the wrong way. Sucks it into his bottom right-hand corner for number 4 for Paris Saint-Germain. And again, it was a superb spot kick there by Lee Kang-in. So a miserable open match for Atletico Madrid. Everything has gone wrong for them. But Lee Kang-in dispatched that with ease. Instep his left foot, sending Oblak the wrong way. It's been a pretty dominant PSG performance from start to finish, bar a few moments. And again, Lee Kang-in off the bench to score from the spot. And there goes the full-time whistle. So a 4-0 win for PSG in their opening Club World Cup match. Fabian Ruiz, just under 20 minutes in. Opener score for Paris Saint-Germain. Low left-footed strike from the D. First minute stoppage time after Griezmann had a shot saved. PSG went up the other end. Kvaratskhelia with his second assist of the match. Set up Vitinha, just waltzed into the box. No one challenging him, just placed it into the bottom corner. And then 2 late goals from PSG against a big